Rising, Grand Rising. Thank God for another day. No complaining, no crying. Dad Chat TV, Papa Stretch, here with another one, like no other one. Today's Monday, I think. I'll be losing track of the days, man. Forgive me, y'all. Forgive me. Today, though, we're going to do a little reaction. Now, I don't got my whole little computer set up and all that on the screen and all that good stuff. How you'll be seeing this, so y'all gonna bear with me. I might show a little on my other tablet, and I'm gonna talk a little about it. What we're gonna talk about today, fellas, on Dad Chat TV, because we cover all aspects. We're gonna talk about, is it ever okay for a man on behalf of a woman, an image, career, kids he already have, or anything else, money, benefits, is it okay at any point in life for a man to deny his children? Yes, deny his kids, man. We're gonna talk about, and Lord forgive me, like I say, I'm my favorite rapper. I have a top list, but my favorite rapper of all time is Jay-Z. However, on Dad Chat TV, we don't run away from no topics. And this topic, this is a video. Hopefully it don't flag me, you know what I'm saying? Shout out to Poeticflaocko. He be doing his reaction. I'm just doing a reaction to him reacting to oschino video on Cam Capone. Shout out Cam Capone about Jay-Z and the daughter he supposedly have in, I think, New Jersey. We're gonna watch a little bit.
Got exposed badly by Oschino. Now, Oschino did an interview with Cam Capone.
Yes, sir.
During this interview, he revealed a couple of Jay-Z dark secrets that I had no idea about. Like, one of them, he revealed that Jay-Z supposedly has a daughter in Maryland. But it doesn't just stop there. He would claim that Jay-Z paid off the daughter not to go public.
I think it's all for image. Because Jay-Z don't care about nobody. Not nobody. Like, I'm talking about for sure.
I don't personally think that's
true.
People
say, you hating on that, bro? I don't got no hate for the more at all. I'm just saying. I just see what he do. I know how he move, and everything he do for people. Like, I do prison reform. You don't care about nobody in prison. Everything he do is for show. You know what I'm saying? So, when I see him do an interview, I'm like, oh, here you go. Mind you, I ain't mad at him. He not play the game. He played the game. He won the game. But, I mean,
Oschino, I rock with you, but that's a contradiction.
Like, I'm like, bro, you think about the song. You're not thinking about the person. You know what I'm saying? He's my second favorite rapper all the time after Biggie. And you know what I'm saying?
I
still don't put his person, like, how he is as a person. You know what I'm saying? Like, I mean, not everything about him, of course, but the main that I can't put it this way, I can't look up to him. You know what I'm saying? I can't look up to him. Not for his man stuff, I look up to him in business. I mean, but not his man stuff. He do a lot of backdoor stuff, man. I mean, his image is everything. I mean, and for me, if you got $1 billion, you should have to worry about nobody think about your image.
Do you have an example of something you could think of that he did, or?
Yeah, it was just.
Well, that's just a little bit on the topic. First, I don't personally think that man don't care about anybody. He has a mama, he has sisters, he has, I think, a brother, he has nephews. I think one of them passed, God bless his soul. He has friends that's been around with him since a kid, and I have friends that I've had since I was a kid. I mean, 14, 13 years old. So that has to say something. Do you have all his friends? Probably not. I damn sure don't. Even some of the closest ones perish in the mix. You know what I'm saying? But I don't know if it's true or not. But I want to talk about the topic at hand. What would it take for a man to not say that's his child, outside of not truly believing in the mother, being promiscuous and spreading that body around like, you know what I'm saying, a bottle on Friday? Image could be, let me hypothetically say I was in his position, right? The best as I possibly could think. I'm a Gemini, he's born somewhere in December, so I don't know what that is, but we two different, you know what I'm saying? However, if at the moment in time, let's say it was a 2-year-old or a 1-year-old or a 4-year-old, anything, while he's in this billionaire state, 5% of me could understand because of whatever image. However, the 95% of me say, you know what, that might tarnish any future business proposals and deals and all that goodness. But hey, I got enough to live out. My people got enough to live out on. I couldn't deny my baby. I'm sorry. Even if it came from the side, I have to own up to my woman. Yeah, y'all see me, you know what I'm saying? Got my Daddy Warbucks robe on, you know what I'm saying? Shout out to Primark, you know what I mean? Hot little 25 yards. Nice little terry crawfish. I felt like the man. Foot check, you know what I'm saying? Got them blues on. Of course, you know it's Mets, you know what I'm saying? This ain't the one of regular, it's one of $70 ones, but I'm broke. I ain't got it like that. This is broke, you know what I'm saying? It's all back to the age stuff. However, back to what we were saying. Yeah, man. I have enough money. Why would I have to deny? Why would I have to lie? Like I said, whatever future endeavors, I mean, hey, how much can I truly get? How much do I truly need? You understand? If it's from the past, I'd have been made that right. Somehow, some way through the media, you got enough public pull and resources, I'd have been made that right. If that child is anything over 10, 12 years old, oh no. B, you gotta understand, girl. It's what it is. Before our time, if it wasn't our early time, it is what it is. Media, you know, since I'm a man, I was a rapper, you know, it's part of my, you know what I mean, time was dipping and dodging, you know what I'm saying, and, but that's my baby girl. Would I ever pay a child off? F no. I couldn't do it. I ain't got that in me. I don't care if the mama was a 2-bit prostitute off the corner that I messed around and slipped up in and got pregnant, or a chick that done the nastiest things to the whole neighborhood, and my turn came around and she ended up prego. I couldn't, you know what I'm saying? I couldn't do it. I wouldn't pay no mama off for no thing to keep it quiet and or to stay away from me, and I wouldn't pay no child, attempt to pay no child off. The only way I could see myself, this is an emotional thing for me personally, you know, because I'm transparent when it comes to this, you guys. So I've told my kid, my baby mother, that's what she is. I mean, I know the difference between the baby mother and the mother of the kids. Mother of your children, the good ones. Baby mothers, basura. But the sucio. I've been a certain way with my children for so long. Not saying like a control freak where they can't be themselves and all that, but I think in a proud father way, I've taken the reins and been part of everything in their world, and like to feel like, you know, not to get off track, but in previous times, women took pride in the men who dictated what their kids did, ate, lived, this, that, and the third, because in her mind, it showed compared to other women that she might have seen, she actually has a man who cares enough about the children to want to be the lead and say so in their world. You understand? They can say what they want about the Joe Jacksons, you know what I'm saying, and the Serena Williams father. You know, the movie was cool how they showed it, but they also put a little bad spin on him about the other kids and all that. But you gotta be like that with your kids. That show you care about your kids. If you just ODing on some nastiness and overbearing, and that's different. But if you want to do that, want to make sure your kids' hair is done and their clothes is neat and where they're going and where they're at and who they're around and what they're learning and this, that, and the third, I need to be part of it, even if I'm not doing the initial lead in some of the things the woman is supposed to do sometimes, or the stay-at-home parent, which could be the father also. It was a pride thing. Nowadays, these women think it's some weird game, so they want to try to force the kid on the fathers who don't want to be a part of it, and the ones who want to be a part, they'll play the keep away game. So now I was in a position where, and might be in, where if I can't be the type of father I want to be, like I don't want to work with my kid, but it's like if you're gonna play this manipulation game to where I gotta be the father you say, how you say, I ain't got no dictation. if I'm not doing everything I want to know about, who they're around and what's going on, or you're gonna be led by whoever else you laying with, and never, then it's like, go ahead, bro. Cause I don't want to be. I'm not that father. I didn't sign up to be that father. I didn't sign up to be some. Whenever I show up, whenever I come, you do what you do. I'll send my money, spend a little time. The kid know me. I'm cool. That works for some men, and kudos. You understand? But for me, that's not it. G. I got a plan. Doctor, lawyer. I've dictated what they eating for the most part, what they don't eat. They don't eat no pork. Haven't eaten pork since they've been alive. Maybe a few times by accident or out of some weird spitefulness, I think, from a few of her family members. But I never gave them that. It was certain things I didn't over baby talk with them and for their progression, all of that stuff. So that those situations, I'm not saying it was my situation, it would be still right decision, but without full autonomy over my children and having the carte blanche to do and raise them how I want, that would kind of put me in a position like that. You just do what you do with them, and I'll when my turn comes, it comes. But for public image and for business and any of that, nah. And like I said, I'm not saying this is true. Jay, my favorite rapper, and I don't think I don't think it is true, honestly. However, we're just speaking because there are plenty of men who find themselves in a situation. There are men who are in a situation. Hopefully, they'll see this. Hopefully, I hit the hype button, subscribe, like, leave some comments, all that good stuff. Please, even put the thumbs down, bad comments. Dad Chat TV. But DADCHATTV all together, capitals. You see my face, it'll pop up. Trust me. But what would y'all do, fellas? For money, for business, do you think you would tuck your kids? I remember a movie my mother showed me and my siblings back in the days. It started as a book, and I think it's Flowers in the Attic, where the mother kind of did that, where she was pushed by her mother to marry a rich guy. So they had to hide the kids in the attic at the grandmother's house, and it was a whole. Go check the book out in the movie. But there are people that do it. Probably a lot more men, but there are women and just human beings. And at this point, it's like it's not worth it, man. Not for a little, you know. My baby mother, she tried to get me to not sign my kid, which I think she found a way to not get me on the last one. I gotta double check. I gotta get on if I'm not. But yeah, for benefits and all that, and I told her I don't care what benefits I get you, this, that, what they come for, what we gotta pay extra. I don't care about any of that stuff. You know what I'm saying? If we can get it and to help our progress, then so be it. But for me to not sign my kids and nah, that's not happening. Even years later, she talking about child support might come when she found a way to waive it with us being married at the time, which we still are technically. I gotta figure that out when I get some paper. As soon as I get the bread for it, I'm filing, y'all. It's been documented. Make sure y'all know. Yeah, I told her I don't care what it is. I'm not sign it. And then yeah, as I was saying, child support. She would want me to go in there if they summons me to court or subpoena, and because she was collecting benefits on her own behalf. So it could be her money, which a lot of these baby mothers out there do. They'll collect public assistance, try to pretend like they got their own paper. But it's still another man. I'm in the bed. I don't ask no man for nothing. Yeah, Uncle Sam paying that, which he needs back. But I told her, I'm not gonna go, and I'll let you do whatever you did for Nego to get the bread. That was your business. I ain't got no control. You ain't listening to me when I told you no. Cause they come for their money one way or another. But I said, if you think I'm gonna go in court and admit and say, hey, yeah, I wasn't taking care of my kids, I wasn't around, because if my story contradicts her story, then she possibly be in trouble for fraud or something, I'm assuming. I don't know. But not for you and not for no course, I'm not gonna stand in front of no damn judge and lie. When I lived with my kids from birth up until about a year ago, you can say what's going on now, June will make about a year, and has taken care of them all their lives, and even up to the last month, still buying things. When I send them for the last 4 months, I ain't really sending no bread. She getting her own little bread. I ain't got it. However, I still have gotten them and taking them, even though it's 2 months, y'all. It's going on 2 months. I ain't speak to these babies. Gotta make them remember I documented. What happened in early August when they started school. She went on a month and a half of not letting me speak. Now it was about to be 2 months, and the second one birthday came up, and I couldn't even get in contact with her for the first one, which was April 16th, because my kid's number is blocked. Which I ended up cutting the phone that I had on him because she wouldn't let me speak on it. She gets him a new phone for whatever power trip. Cool. I don't been not calling her, trying to just call directly through the kids the last few months. Keeps that number blocked. Try to call her phone blocked. It got some special block on it. I don't know what to do, y'all. I'm not gonna just pop up over there. That's the drama she wants. She already pulled me in and forced me to play part of drama that I never really was part of before, so I'm gonna play it out, but probably gonna miss the second one birthday. But back on what I'm saying, my point being, not for no benefits, not for no court, not for no woman, not for no kids to feel better, not for nothing. I'm not gonna deny my kids. Sorry. And fellas, I hope you out there don't either, man. Don't let nothing on this earth come in the way of that. Because just like death, and we guaranteed to go on the ground, no matter if you got a lot of money or a little money, you love them kids enough, you be in their world the best you can, you can take that with you forever. The love of them and them being on this earth when you're gone, that can last forever. Okay? Even if you leave a $1 trillion for them when they're gone, they can spend that up in 5 years, but they'll still be living, God willing. And then they're going to create something else that's going to be living. So, however you see it, some things you can't compromise on. And loving them babies and claiming them and giving them your name and being participating in the world, we're not doing that. 2026 and further on. So Dad Chat TV, we promote fatherhood. If you haven't been the greatest or haven't done this or that, certain things, financial or emotional or physical, whatever, this is for people for men to come and get better. But you gotta be able to accept that maybe you wasn't, if that's who you are out there, whoever in the world. For the rest of us, we're gonna also get better as fathers who have been in the world. And that's all it's about, man. But we're not denying these babies for nothing. If I had a baby on my wife, I would have hated to have to bring that up. But I wouldn't have denied my babies. Sorry. And it's been a few situations. I ain't perfect. But thank God it hasn't been that. And can't do it, fellas. You gotta get better. Older, younger, whatever. 80-year-old men, you got some dudes that's grown as hell out here. You know what I'm saying? Doing wrong by these babies. It's one thing to not love them, take care, to be there. But you can't do nothing else on this damn earth. And if you know they're yours, claim them, bro. At least give them that. My father wouldn't give me nothing else on this earth. You gave me two things that would have been good. You gave me one, which you brought me on this earth. I still gotta be grateful for. You could at least claim them then. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Kanye. He said, man, my dad did the greatest thing on earth, man. He shot me out here, you know what I'm saying? I got a chance to come experience this thing. You heard? So we know how the baby system works and goes. And plenty of babies hate to be crude and brass about it. However, that fluid goes a lot of other places, but to some eggs 1,000,000 times in a lifetime. So yes. The gratefulness is the chance that it went to the right place and it got produced and it lived in 10 months and it became into this earth. You got to think that much. Even for the mothers and the fathers who left out the kids and left them and done their kids wrong and stole whatever, all the dudes or kids, men and women who got a problem with their parents, you still got to think something. You ain't got to love them, be around them. I don't know what y'all issue with. They gave you a full dash in head. But be grateful that you was born. That's one thing, is a blessing. So love them babies, man. Claim them babies, man. It's Dad Chat TV. It's a little snippet, pippet. Nah, man, we ain't denying these babies for not $1. Human situation, business endeavor, image, to get out of jail. Plus, nigga doing life or something. Maybe $1 billion, I'm just saying. Maybe $1 billion, and we come back on the back end. You can understand when I throw some money in your account, depending on how long the agreement of denying you lasts. But then, yeah, I'm just saying, nah, I'm just fooling with y'all. But nah, we ain't doing that, G. But it's that Chat TV, Papa Stretch, always the Mets. Shout outs to Queens, New York for president. Hashtag stepfathers don't matter. Her words, not mine. Hopefully y'all pray for me out there on earth. Hit the hype button. Like, subscribe, leave some comments, good or bad, thumbs up, thumbs down. Pray for me that my family stay good. I'll pray for y'all. Since I'm more prayers, I get to at least speak to my baby on her birthday. You know, we got the same birthday, 23rd coming up. I'm about to be an old man, 38. Gotta get me cleaned up. I might just isolate that day. I don't know. But Statchat TV, DADCHATV, all together. Holla at me. Got the Instagram about to be popping. I got the intro about to be popping. My TikTok about to be popping. Shout out to my man Lil Colin around the corner. Y'all see him. He got his little wheelchair. I don't know the name of his page. I'm gonna find out so I can say something about it. But he doing his thing. Shout out to my mom. Shout out to my sisters. Shout out to the world. I already do the pagan holidays and all that. You know what I'm saying? But hope y'all Mother's Day was all good. You know,